Hi, Honest Discussioner here. How's everybody doing? Today I am here to accept a criticism. Angry Drunken Theist, or ADT, argues that I am guilty of the wife-beating fallacy when I ask why we choose things. This is, yes, still in reference to free will, but I promise my next video will have nothing to do with that. Now you see, ADT believes in a form of agent causation, that causation flows one way from our conscious minds. And so I asked, why did they choose that? ADT argues that my questions assume his premise is false, just like asking, are you still beating your wife, assumes that the individual has beat their wife in the past. So this is a valid criticism and I withdraw the question. However, I will be replacing that question with, is there a reason for the choice? Is there a why? Now I am no longer assuming there is a why, I am merely asking if there is one. The answer, I submit to you, is yes. There is a why and thus no such thing as agent causation. ADT even illustrates some of his own whys. This is why I brought up the multiple goals. Agent causation proponents will cite actions that run contrary to goals as evidence for their position, since supposedly only through freedom of will could one do such a thing. What this neglects is that people only act against their own goals when in pursuit of other more important goals. Sometimes it's protecting a loved one, or protecting their code, protecting their social status, or even just wanting to try something new like tea. When someone does act against their entire self-interest, we generally refer to these individuals as clinically insane. As for the study, ADT asks for it and asked to take a look at it, but I did link the study in both the blog and the video. To be fair, I could only find the follow-up study to the one I mentioned, but it actually wound up being better than the original. What the studies did look was at MRIs while people decided whether to lift their right or their left hand. This is the perfect thing to look for because it does not require any pesky reason, but a true choice of will. If anything would flow from agent causation, it would be this. Now, it is true that they didn't get it right 100% of the time, but keep in mind we're basically just monitoring blood flow. But what the follow-up study shows was that the prediction became more accurate the closer to the decision it was made. Cross this with the Livett study that also showed that unconscious precursors are what initiates so-called free decisions, and we have empirical evidence that what appears to be free choices are in fact determined and even initiated by unconscious processes. There is no such thing as agent causation. Your actions are just caused as the rotations of planets. Have a nice day. Honest Discussioner out.